How's it going tonight, guys? Update for Gregtech 6.03.27, and this is pretty much an optimization update. There is a couple things added here, but basically he says that he doesn't have a whole lot of ideas right now. A lot of oil needs processed. He's freed up about 20 to 40 megabytes of RAM on startup. Optimized a few more things of that kind. FPS are slightly smoother than usual. I haven't done a whole lot of testing with that. I got to start up a bunch of my machines and see my Steam machines and see if it helped that. I'm hoping it did. He added a new dust. It's a 1/72nd dust. See if I can get it to show up here. There it is. 1/72nd pile of dust. And this is going to be a byproduct from like making screws, things like that. There's also some crucible smelting things for like small piles of things and stuff like that. But like aluminum plates, you're now going to get 8. That's a tiny. Why are you showing me a tiny? I hate it when it shows all the dust like that. Where is the lathe? When you do a bolt to a screw, you're now going to get a 1/72nd pile. And I haven't looked through to see what all other kind of things there are, but I know there's a lot in like crucibling small piles and things like that you get it from. And I'm sure there's going to be some recycling recipes in the shredder as well. So watch out for them. They're going to look a lot like tinies. So you might have fun with your dust collectors. Let's see. Putting bolts into the lathe, like I just said. There's a gas burning firebox now, which I need to show him. Let's see. I think he made a goof. Let's see. Gas burning firebox, bronze, which is now going to be 2 bronze plates, double copper plate, 4 bricks, and a small pipe. That'll be the same for everything. You know, whatever flavor you choose will be whatever for the pipe and the plates. It'll always be the bricks and the double copper, just like all the rest. And you have dense ones as well, which are quintuples, and a large pipe. And then, you know, the dense copper plate and bricks as well. And as I've noticed, the only thing right now that we have that you can burn in there is hydrogen. And this is where I think he made a little goof. Burnable fuels should be liquids only. And he has this one in here, which it says it gives out distilled water. Not quite sure because I haven't tried it out yet. I don't have a whole lot of hydrogen stored up. But you'll see that liquid and gas shows in this here, and you cannot put hydrogen in a liquid. It has to go in the gas. And here's the gas fuels, which it is in here, but it doesn't show up in the little thingy there. So just a little oversight, I'm guessing. Things got stuck in the wrong spot. But if you look at here, you can do methane, but I ain't found a way to get it. Biogas can be burned in here, hydrogen, and natural gas if you have a way of getting it. But methane I looked up, and the only way to get it is from this methane ice, which I have no idea what that is. Squeezer recipes that don't exist, and natural gas to methane in a generifier, or biogas to methane in a generifier. So there's no real way of getting methane currently. And I did talk to him about the old methane recipes for like spider eyes and zombie flesh, and he said there will be no food to methane recipes anymore. I'm hoping that the carbon and hydrogen recipe will get back in here so we can at least do that if we get butt tons of it and want to get rid of it. Now that's it for the actual update video. Now I was talking to him this morning, so let me go through my log here of what we talked about. I know one of them was the nitrogen monoxide that I had asked him about. Nitrogen monoxide. You can now mix it with oxygen and get nitrogen dioxide, which means that you can mix nitrogen dioxide with distilled water or regular water and get nitric acid and nitrogen monoxide again. So you can kind of make a loop here to keep making your nitric acid with the nitrogen monoxide that you get out of doing like nickel and stuff in aqua regia. Because if you look here, it gives you nitrogen monoxide out. So you can mix that with water or oxygen. So I have a tank back here with nitrogen monoxide in it. So I'll need to make a mixer to mix that with extra oxygen. That'll help to make more nitric acid, because nitric acid only comes from saltpeter, and saltpeter, is a little bit of a pain to get. It's not as easy as salt, so it's nice having that recipe. Let's see. He removed a lot of recipes from the extruder. This is where a lot of the optimization came from. He didn't really remove them, but they don't show up by default. Let's see. Normally when you put in any material and go through here, the extruder will show up, and it'll show up, all these different things that you can throw in there. And those aren't loaded up. If you notice, when I put in steel, it kind of froze up NEI for a second. It was actually loading these recipes then instead of at the very beginning. So most of these recipes have been removed at the very beginning. He said he also did some other machines that you can put different products in. I'm not real sure what ones they are. And I haven't seen any, so I'm not quite sure if they're just hidden or what. But I was figuring like you might be able to use dust in some of them or something. But if anybody figures out what those are, let me know, because I haven't seen them. Let's see, what else did he say here? Extruder stuff, the nitrogen dioxide thing, the gas burner. Oh, the rubber thing. Sapling. Rubber sapling. In the extruder, was giving a whole thing of rubber. Now it only gives 2 rubber chips. So that has been changed. So it is, not so overpowered. And that's about it, other than the actual block that I've actually made, which is a slicer. So, saving the best for last here. This is basically like the slicer that was in Gregtech 5. It does different kinds of slices now. Let's put it down here. You've got power in the back, so it is electric, as you can tell because it's aluminum. Input, output, and you need one of these slicing blades for it. So you just put that there, and you can slice your cheese into cheese slices, cucumbers into cucumber slices. That's cheese again. Different kind of cucumber, that's from Pam's. Banana to banana slices. We really need a banana peanut butter sandwich now, if we have banana slices. Onions, onion slices. Potato into potato strips. This is using the different slicer blade. This is the grid. And lemon to lemon slices. Bread. This is the main one that I would use for making your bread for these bacon sandwiches and your steam sandwiches, your steak sandwiches. Tomatoes. There's also the cookie dough to cookie shaped dough, so you can cook your cookies. Carrots, more cheese, tomatoes, onions again, that's more lemon, and then the other kind of breads. Potatoes into potato chips. This is a flat slicer. And then that's another kind of, that's a raisin cookie. Nobody wants raisin cookies. Melons into melon slices and melon seeds. And this is with a 1/8 slicing blade. There's another banana. Oh, we're back at the beginning. Now there are a few other blades that don't have usage yet. Flat and split are the two that definitely do, and then there's the 1/8 for the melons. Then there's a hollow 1/8, and then, oh yeah, the grid had a use. That was the fries, potato strips, which will be bathed in hot frying oil and make your fries. Basically, first you have to make the slicing blade frame, which is stainless steel rods and a hammer, and then you use that with tiny stainless steel plates in some configuration with a file and a saw, and that'll give you your different ones. Except for the hollow one, it needs a ring as well, and that's how you make your different slicing blades. Now the slicer itself is pretty simple. You've got your usual 5 flavors here, from LV to Ivy. You got a conveyor module, compact electric piston, aluminum machine casing, aluminum rod, and any circuit from tier 1 up for the LV one. Each one will be, tier 2, tier 3, 4, and 5. So this one you can use tier 2 to 5, 3 to 5, 4 to 5, and just 5. And then you got a wrench in the corner. So very easy. They only change by the materials used to make them, and like I said, the circuit. So, MV components and galvanized stainless steel, chromium, and titanium. So there you go. That's your update video for today. I will try to get over to Crazy's, because I'm going to donate this to the bread factory over at Crazy's. So I will try to get over there to do a video with her setting it up. drop them in there. That'll go over to her place, so she'll have them. And if I don't get over there to do it, she'll set it up, and I will give you guys a link to her video of her setting it up. So that is it. That's your update video for the week. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. As usual, if you got any questions, feel free to ask. Go to Greg's IC2 forum channel or his IRC channel to ask him directly, or leave me a message and I will be glad to pass it along. Take it easy.